Hello, red-headed step family. We're going to have some fun today. I'm going to give you some information and be like, how the hell did I not know that actually happened? How did I not have any clue that right under my nose, the United States Mint released a bunch of rare pennies? Some people on eBay say very rare. And one of these pennies is extremely rare. And I just happen to have a box full of about 30 each. Well, it will be 30 each. But I have, what you're looking at here is 300 coins. 300 coins. And of these 300 coins, I am going to take about 150 of them and turn them into sets. Now, the numbers you're going to hear are going to blow your mind. And I'll tell you a secret. If you enter my name on eBay, you can have these rare coins. Red Step Stacker Secret Stash. I worked on this. This is a labor of love, okay? I did this out of love. Strictly out of love. And 10 years ago, I'll tell you the story. 10 years ago, I purchased a roll of every special coin that you see in the upper right-hand corner. I purchased, for each design, I purchased 2 rolls. One roll was made in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Mint. The other roll was made at the Denver Mint. So I got 4 rolls from each. And then it just so happened in 2010, something happened that none of us liked. None of us old folk. Let me see if I can make that work. This Shield penny showed up. Remember that one? That Shield penny showed up in 2010. The last time you saw the original back that we all grew up with of the penny, and I feel like a jerk right now because I don't know the name of the building on the back of the United States penny. But that building disappeared in 2008. In 2008, they made 6.4 billion pennies. 6.4 billion pennies. I hope you guys can hear me. I can't see the chat. Oh, let me see if this is it. Okay. Somebody hit the chat there for me. Throw something in the chat. See that I just fixed it. It's been off for a couple weeks. So anyways, 2008, the last penny that we know to be a penny that we've been looking at our whole life disappears in 2008. In 2009, these 4 Lincoln pennies showed up. But oddly enough, they only made 284 million of the log cabin. In Philadelphia, anyway. 376 of the one of him sitting on the log, that's called the formative years. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. We're still talking about that penny because in 2010, they made almost none of these pennies at one of the 2 mints. But there is a penny here that is in the 100 million range. We're talking 6 billion pennies made in 2008. And one of these pennies that is sitting before you has a mintage of only 129 million. And here's the secret about these things. These new pennies, they disintegrate. They disintegrate. Isn't that gorgeous? So I have 10 different pennies here. Let me make sure. And I don't know if you could see at the bottom. Do you see that discoloration? That's called toning, and that makes a coin worth money. I don't understand the numismatics and the values and all that, but I know when this thing grows a rainbow, because of the conditions I've had it in the last 10 years, it's been almost all of these, not almost, I'd say half of these have toning on them. And if they go full rainbow, you got some money there. I mean, I've seen full rainbows on a 10-ounce reproduction of a Roosevelt dime. So it was like a giant dime made of silver. And that thing was like 6 times the value of the silver because of the toning. I don't care about toning. No toning on the back. Some have toning on one side, some have toning on both. Anyways, I don't want to put that back in the wrong spot. That is a Philadelphia because there's no mint mark, so it goes over here to Shield. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to touch too much. So, I don't see any chat. I'll play with that later. So anyways, I spent time and I gave an explanation for each one. For instance, this is the birthplace coin. Nope, that's in the wrong. I was one box over. Here's the birthplace coin, the one with the log cabin, okay? And I could tell you everything about it. It was designed, it's called the Simple Log Cabin. Let's pull it back out while we talk about it. Simple Log Cabin, it was designed by Richard Masters, and what it represents is Abraham's birthplace in Kentucky, his humble beginnings and frontier upbringing, symbolizing poverty, hard work, and self-reliance. This design reflects the origins of an American ideal of rising from a modest root. Sorry about that on the penny, I'm way off. So I made up these little sheets for you. I made up these sheets for you because I took all my rolls and I went through them one at a freaking time. And it was a labor of love, but my hands were hurting so bad I could barely even write the letters. I mean, I unrolled coins, and then I put them in these damn things, and then I labeled these damn things, and I've got, right now, because I only have 15 of these, and I have a shortage of the capital with D for Denver. Okay, that's not the rarest one. Okay, but this is, unless you get a really nice rainbow effect one, this is the flavor of the day in this set. And I'm throwing in the 2010 Shield pennies in a set that I'm throwing up on eBay. Right there. So if you type into eBay, and what I'm doing is I'm seeing one of these coins going for $5.99 plus shipping. So $10 for one of these pennies right now. For one of these pennies. I've seen complete sets that nobody took the time to put into the cardboard holder and tell you what it is. LP1, which is the log cabin we just read about. And so the sheet coincides. So when you look at it and say, what the hell's LP1? Well, it says right there, LP1 gives a full description of it. And then it gives the mintage, which is where this story begins or ends. The presidency is the dome penny. Okay, that's the penny. Let's see if I can blow that up. Oh, wrong thing. I was trying to blow the picture up. Okay. Anyways, the dome penny. There we go. That one in the bottom right-hand corner with him standing in front of the White House or the Capitol building. That's when they were putting the dome on there. That's 129 million. Now the Denver one, so the Denver looks just like it, except for below the date. Where's the Denver? Below the date on it. Ooh, that one's got some nice rainbow. I don't know if you can see that. beautiful color anyway. Oh, that back is pop. You see that? What you're seeing is a dark color. I'm seeing as a purple color when I go like this. That is gorgeous. That is totally toned. That is rainbowing out. I don't know if you can see that. So anyways, on eBay, and this is labor of love. This is not a fundraiser. I don't care if you buy them or not. If you want them, I made them for you. If you don't want them, that's okay. But I'm randomly grabbing one of each kind. I am putting a red, couple of red. If I got, how many do I have here? I need 400 to get through what I'm saying out loud. No, I only need 32. Okay, I'm thinking of how many coins, 300 we made so far. So I'm going to throw a couple red rubber bands in, so you don't have to go buy an album or something. You can just throw them in a drawer. I'm going to actually do two short stacks in a bubble wrap. And what you see here for the price, it's $11 for the pennies. But eBay takes 13% plus a fee. Okay, so they're taking 13%, so they're walking away with 20% or 18% when it's all said and done. And because of my shipping cost, the cost of ordering all this, buying this, and the labor that went into it, I'm charging, what am I charging? $9, but it's actually going to cost me $7.17 to mail it to you. So $1.40 goes towards the mailer I had to buy, the bubble wrapper, if it works. I hope it does, because I've got about 20 of them. And all the supplies, because eBay, they steal. And then down here, it talks about the shield penny, which we started talking about, we can end talking about, is 1.9 billion of the Philadelphias and 2.0 billion for the Denvers of the shield penny. 2 billion. And where's that dome penny? That dome penny right there is 129 million. So I'm giving you one in the set because I bought these 10 years ago. I promised myself I would do it. Now that I have 30 pairs, except for over the years, I lost a lot of the D's. I only have 16 ready to go. And I've got another roll on order from the mint. You're going to watch me break open a mint box, which lowers the value considerably. So maybe if you guys want this for yourself, I don't care if you take it or not. I'm not making any money off this at all. I'm probably out money altogether. I paid like $6 a roll for each one of them. So 12, 24, okay, 48. So I got a lot in just buying the pennies 10 years ago. And I don't care if you want them or not. If you don't, I'm just going to dump them off to regular people for way less already, same price. It's going to be way less than they're selling them for without having one of these little protectors while it's getting shipped to you. So this was a lot of fun. Let's look through the other ones. The formative years. That has beautiful tone. That's the same one I just had. Okay, I'm going to try and keep this so you could see it. The formative years, a design of young Lincoln reading a book while sitting on a log. Designer Charles Vickers. What it represents, Lincoln's self-education as a youth, his time growing up in Indiana. Am I getting too much light there? His intellectual curiosity and determination to learn despite limited formal schooling. The coin emphasizes education, perseverance, and personal growth. Bada bing. You didn't even know these were out there. And I saw some guy selling one of these with ugly toning on it and just disintegrating, because these disintegrate. So if they started with 129 million of these 10 years, look at the rainbow on. Can you guys see that rainbow? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And these numismatic guys, they pay for it. I don't care if it has a rainbow on it. You know what I used to be famous for? Washing my silver. Because it's been in so many pockets and probably babies' mouths, and maybe somebody pooped it at one point. So I used to take all of my silver and put it in harsh chemicals. Why? Because it's just silver. I don't buy this pretty stuff, that goes up in value. That's not my thing. But I wanted to preserve the memory, especially with the penny now being gone. I wanted to preserve this. And the funny thing, I don't know what the mintage is for the 2026 pennies, but usually when they fade out a coin, the mintage the last couple years is almost nothing. So I'm going to be surprised to look it up, and I'm sure the information is available on how many were 2026. But I'm not going to go out and save them. I mean, these are special pennies. It has the first Republican president, the man who freed the slaves, in 4 stages of his life. This one is him at the Illinois. Look at how beautiful that is. Him standing next to the Illinois State Capitol. And that is design, Lincoln standing in front of Illinois State Capitol, designed by Joel Islowski. What it represents is Lincoln's, make sure I'm holding that right. Lincoln's career as a lawyer in Illinois state legislator, his development as a public servant, the founders of his rise into national politics, and the design highlights Lincoln's leadership, integrity, and public service. So each one of these so you're getting 10 of these coins if you want them. I don't care if you don't want them. I appreciate you very much. I'm just trying to share my hobby. And I got too many of these, and I'm going to keep a set for me and a set for my daughter and send the rest on their way. And then all these weird odd and ends. I think one of the rolls I bought was packed with other coins because it was missing the capital one. So it's a 2-page letter you're going to get in there, so you can always refer back or tell your grandkids or your kids or somebody, share the stories behind these coins as we fade out the penny. And I'm going to put one of these I'm only selling 15 because I have 15 of these and I have 16 of these until I get those rolls in the mail. And these are from the mint. The box I'm getting, I'm going to see if we're getting ripped off here, because I can open up this thing and it could have the capitals on either end and a bunch of Lincoln cabins or something else stacked in the middle, because I've got like 100 of like 30, maybe 40, and 20 of these that I shouldn't have, because I bought 1 roll each. That's 50. If you buy 8 rolls, each one with 50 coins, they should all pair up real nicely. So I can't see the chat. Anyways, again, even just for fun, go hard it. If you're not going to buy the coin, go hard it. Because, well, I don't want anybody else to buy these. I want these to you. And then when I do the next set, I'm going to put it on the other channel. And the price is probably going to go up. Just a couple $5. Because this is the inner circle. And those people that don't know how to get here are the outer circle. So, peace and love worldwide on this beautiful Sunday. Please feel free to leave questions below about anything you think I didn't cover. Get a different view here. These are the shields. 300 in all, 5 different boxes. And if you guys want them, grab them. If you don't, I'm going to sell them. And, I'll try the other channel, and then I'm just going to sell them in bulk. As long as I got a nice set, I'm happy. Sell them in bulk on eBay. So, peace and love worldwide. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. I hope you have a beautiful night. I hope you're not watching NFL. I know some of you are. That's okay. We'll get you off that. That's like China white, because China owns it. And it's like a drug to most Americans, football. All right, y'all. This was fun making this page. I just got back from the library. I emailed it to myself. Then I had to fix it in Word and try and make it look right. And I don't know. I'm a nerd like that. Sometimes it's once in a lifetime certain things happen, and this ain't a big deal by any means, but it does end an era of our country. These are gloves for touching coins. And I don't know. I made this for you guys, but I'm not offended if you guys don't want it. And again, it's $11 for the set of 10 pennies. But shipping, I charge $9, and I know it's $7.17 now, unless this thing is overweight, which I don't think it is. The shipping with the tracking number is $7.17. So, not making much here. Labor of love. I would really hate to see these things not go somewhere. And if you're interested in just buying a whole roll of these Philadelphia LP4s, they're called. LP4 means Lincoln Penny number 4, the last one in the series, the least. You want to get the Philadelphia LP4 with the capital on the back. And sit on those. And hope they start getting all rainbowy like these are getting all rainbowy. Anyways, peace and love worldwide. Live your life before your life lives you. And keep on smiling.